Meljardin, another night of terror. Again the screaming protests of a dying man. And the island again knows evil, as Matt, the man of God who has found his faith once more, plunges to his death from the towers of Meljardin.
Goodbye, Reverend.
What was that? It sounds like someone falling.
Matt! She killed him!
Like my hand, this island is being washed in blood. And that is what the future holds for all of you.
No! Come, Mother.
And I am powerless to help you.
Come on, I'll take you to your room.
I can't move.
Oh, yes. Yes, you can. Come on.
Jump from the tower.
He killed himself.
I don't want to never
She's terribly upset, like we all are. Take her to her room, Holly.
Are you all right, Erica?
Yes. Yes, I'm all right.
Jean-Paul went outside. Come on, Mother.
I don't want to see her again. Ever again.
You know, don't you?
Yes. I've known for a long time.
It doesn't matter. My powers are stronger than yours. You know that.
I know that you are in league with that demon, Jacques-Éloi Desmonts, and that you have both deceived my master.
Your master made a bargain with Jacques of his own volition.
For you, madame. For your return. He traded his soul.
Of his own will.
For his wife. For her return from the dead. But you are not that wife. You are a spirit of evil sent to destroy him.
He has already destroyed himself.
What do you want?
Immortality. Eternal life. I want to live for thousands of years, as you have lived for hundreds of years.
I do not live through evil, but through dedication to my gods.
And where are your gods now?
Silenced by order of Monsieur Desmond. I must obey your husband until his eyes are opened and he knows that you are evil.
He will not listen. I am in control of Jean-Paul. He is mine.
The time will come when he will listen to me, madame. He will know what you have done.
He will not listen.
He will know that you have designs upon that young girl, Holly, that you wish to possess her youth, destroy her.
Is that what I want?
That is the only way that you will live forever, madame. Through the spirit of youth. The others you have killed have only been in the way.
You're a clever woman.
And a powerful one. I have had battle with Jacques-Éloi Desmonts before, and I have won.
Not without your gods. And now they are silent.
Not for long, madame. Not for long. I promise you.
Oh, Jean-Paul. Oh, darling. It was terrible. Like a nightmare. He jumped to his death.
right in front of my eyes.
Take the body to the crypt, kiddo.
I tried to stop him, but I couldn't hold his arm. He pulled himself away from me. And... oh, Jean-Paul, help me.
Why? Why would he do such a thing? He was a man of God. He believed in life, in goodness. Why would he take his life?
Darling, he was a tortured man. He had doubts about his God, his ministry. Terrible doubts. I've been trying to help him. Darling, you saw him. He could hardly force himself to say the prayers at Dan's grave. He had difficulty, he said, praying at all. That was why I thought, if he stood under the stars, perhaps the wonder of his God might be returned to him. Oh, why did I take him up there? I killed him!
Darling, no, don't say that. Don't say that. You didn't kill him. You were trying to help him. He was disturbed. He must have been.
Yes, he was afraid. He said he was afraid of losing his faith. He said he was being tortured by demons.
His faith was never stronger. And if there were demons, they were not his.
Alison, what are you saying?
I talked to him today. He was as strong as any man could be in his belief in God.
And I talked to him just before he killed himself.
I don't think he killed himself.
None of us do, Erica.
But you do. Don't you, darling? You believe the truth that I told you. Don't you, darling?
Are you feeling better, Mother?
Oh, I don't know how you can sit there and be so calm. There is murder here.
You don't know that.
Anyone with eyes can see it. She's a murderess.
Jean-Paul doesn't think so.
Jean-Paul is too much in love with the memory of his dead wife to be able to face the truth. Erica has killed and will kill again.
I wish you wouldn't talk about Erica that way, Mother.
Holly, turn around and look at me. I don't know what's happened to you, but you're not yourself.
How would you like me to be?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know what Erica's doing to you. Holly, will you listen to me?
Yes, Mother.
We've got to leave this island. I'm afraid for myself, but I'm more afraid of what will happen to you.
Nothing will happen to me.
Oh, my dear. My dear. I'm afraid it already has. Come in.
How are you feeling now?
Not much better, thank you.
How is Erica?
She's very upset.
I'm sure.
She wanted to make certain that you were comfortable.
Well, I am not.
I'm very sorry about Matt. Really, I am. But I'm sure that Erica did her very best to save him.
Holly, will you go to my room and get my pills for me like a dear? Else I won't be able to sleep.
All right, Mother.
Jean-Paul, you've got to let us leave Maljardin.
I'm afraid that's impossible.
But you must. I feel for Holly.
Holly has been happy here. I haven't seen her more content.
Too content. She's not like Holly at all. It's as if she were possessed.
That's nonsense.
Oh, please, Jean-Paul. I beg you as a mother. Let us go, please.
Elizabeth, you're being ridiculous and emotional.
I'm afraid. I'm afraid what will happen to Holly and me. Jean-Paul, if you care for Holly, and I know you do, then let her go. If not me, at least Holly.
I am very fond of Holly. But then, so is Erica.
Raxel, Erica lied tonight, didn't she? Matt's death was not suicide.
The master has asked me not to speak of the mistress to his guests.
I'm not a guest, I'm her sister. Would Matt jump to his death? I mean, does he seem like a man who would take his own life?
No,
Then why won't you tell me what I'm asking you?
I am not to speak of the master's wife.
Did you know that Matt thought that my sister was evil? Did you know that he was determined to fight that evil by exorcising the demons that he thought possessed her?
I knew.
Well, I think he confronted her. I think he upset her so profoundly, made her so afraid, that she pushed him to his death. I don't think my sister's evil, Raxel. I think she suffered certain biochemical changes which have affected her mind. I think she's mad, Raxel, and you must help me find a way to stop her.
I am doing all in my power, but I must depend on my gods and my ancestors. If they will not act for me, then I fear for all of us.
I can't pose anymore today. I'm so disturbed about Matt. I did tell you, didn't I, Tim, how I tried to help him.
Yes, you told me.
You knew, didn't you, what a disturbed and unhappy man he was. Tim?
Another failure?
Yes.
I'd like to see it.
No.
Jean-Paul, I told you I didn't want the portrait painted. Oh, poor Tim, he's trying to do the best he can. Let's forget the portrait, shall we?
You were paid for an assignment.
Yes, I was.
Then complete it.
All right, if you insist. Not today.
Good. Not today.
Because today, every time I sketch her, I see her face as it must have looked just before Matt fell to his death.
You will apologize to my wife.
Shouldn't she apologize to me?
I am sorry, Tim. But the terrible thing you said, I was shocked. I'm tired and confused. We all are. He didn't know what he was saying. Did you, Tim?
No, I didn't know what I was saying.
You see.
I want to leave this island, Jean-Paul. I don't think I can finish Erica's portrait. I don't think I can paint it all. I know you've been very generous to me, and I appreciate it, and I'll try to repay you, but I've got to get off this island for the sake of my sanity.
What a pretty little speech. You ought to be very touched, Jean-Paul. I think perhaps we should let Tim go ashore.
With Holly.
Holly, I didn't hear that part of your pretty speech. Did you, Jean-Paul? Jean-Paul?
Let him go. Let him go. The portrait doesn't matter.
not without Holly.
Instead of making demands, I think you ought to accept what's been offered.
I'm not going without Holly.
Then that's your decision. Because Holly will stay. Take my word for it. And if you then choose to stay with her, then I suggest you and I start again tomorrow on the portrait. I don't see any other way. Do you? And if you can't portray me as I am, as you see me now, then I can't be responsible for the consequences.
Raxel,
Yes, Master?
I want to know what the guests are saying about my wife and the minister's death.
It is no secret what they are thinking, but I have obeyed your command. And do not speak to them of your wife.
I want her to be loved. Do they love her?
Her sister loves her.
And the others?
They do not love her.
I see.
Master, give me permission to evoke my powers again. Oh, for centuries, for generations, they have been used whenever there was trouble on this island. Whenever the Desmonds were in danger. They were there for their protection. Oh, give me the freedom to use them again, to command the gods to protect us.
And to destroy my wife.
The gods act on our behalf.
I don't trust you, Raxel.
How often have I proved my devotion to the Desmonds?
Always.
Then, Master,
Petition your gods. But leave Erica alone.
thank you, Master.
Jack. Our bargain was to mean happiness. And now I challenge you again. Stop whatever it is you are doing. You brought Erica back to me, but please, please, don't destroy her in my eyes.
Peter. It is not your duty to mourn the dead. It is the living we must think of. The girl, Tito. Have you thought of the young girl who has been so good to you? Oh, we have work to do, Tito, you and I. I have been given the powers, permission to evoke my powers to the gods. We must act, Quito, before it is too late. The young girl is in danger.
Good morning, my dear girl.
Good morning, my dear man.
You don't seem disturbed this morning.
No, why should I be? Erica and I made plans for the day. First of all, she's going to teach me how to sew, and then we're going to have a picnic along the cliffs. Oh, Jean-Paul, I'm so happy.
Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad that you like her. That's the way I wanted it to be. But, Holly, do you think a picnic on the cliffs today would be such a good idea?
Why not?
Well, Matt is dead, and...
Oh, yes, I wasn't thinking.
Well, don't feel guilty. You know, you're the most innocent and nice young girl I've ever met.
Actually, it was Erica who thought about the picnic. She must have forgotten.
Yes. Yes, she's not been herself.
Suppose if I had stood and tried to stop someone from throwing themselves off the tower, I couldn't bear it. But Erica is so brave. You do love her, Jean-Paul, don't you? Very much.
Yes, I do.
Oh, I'm so glad. But you'll have to tell her about the picnic. You see, sometimes when I don't follow Erica's plan, she gets so irritated with me. Not that I blame her. I suppose I'm ungrateful.
Oh, no, don't worry. I'll explain everything.
I can't bear to make her sad. She's so kind to me. Oh, I'd do anything for her, Jean-Paul. Anything she asked me. I'd die for her, Jean-Paul. I would.
Call on the spirits and ask them to use all their powers to combat the evil on Najadan. She shall see who is the most powerful. Oh, Guido! Guido, it has been destroyed! Oh, the altar has been desecrated! Oh, the symbol of the great serpent is gone! We are destroyed, Quito. Destroyed!
What has happened to your powers now, Roxel?